Hey everyone, this is Carla R. Jenkins, and I'm live. And these are the 5 lessons learned that I learned from receiving my first cloud certification. And it's important that I share this knowledge with you because it's been a very, very wild year. So, first and foremost, thanks all live and replay viewers for taking out the time to watch my video. And on May 5th, 2020, I passed my Amazon Web Services certified cloud practitioner. And that was huge because up until then, I only passed one professional certification a year. And earlier in February, I passed my IDLE for Create, Deliver, and Support retake. So just being able to pass my second one is huge. But the 5 lessons learned are: number one, cloud computing is the present and the future. So I made a decision when I went to Ohio Meets Jobs, Cuyahoga County, which is in Cleveland, Ohio, for workforce development training, to choose Amazon Web Services over CompTIA Security Plus. At the time, I just returned back last year from living in DC for 12 years, and I was doing the security plus, but I made a decision. I said, okay, I'll do Amazon Web Services because that would be easier and more of the future. So that'll just give me a new cloud skill set. Now, mind you, this was a good 10 months before the pandemic. Didn't know what COVID was. People met face to face. I, no one thought about, working from home, reskilling, upskilling, none of that. But my selecting AWS and cloud over CompTIA, it just really, really helped me from where I am right now. So number one is cloud computing is the present or the future. Certified cloud practitioner is the foundation or the beginning of Amazon Web Services. If you do Azure, it's Azure Fundamentals, which is Microsoft's cloud, and Google Cloud. They are doing digital leader, but as of right now, it's associate cloud engineer. So I just want to give you those 2 tips. Number two was I was right to focus on being multi-cloud. So multi-cloud is learning more than one cloud computing vendor language. So my training was for Amazon Web Services, but even when I came in there, I told my training specialist that I wanted to be multi-cloud. I wanted to learn more than one. So I set my sight on learning Azure, and courtesy of Free Code Camp, I managed to use those resources to pass my Azure fundamentals and my Oracle Cloud Foundation Associate. So I know 3 clouds: Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, and Oracle Cloud. And right now, uh, it matters. There's a lot of companies doing more than one public cloud. So they're doing the biggest combination here in the United States is AWS and Azure. They want you to know both or have a familiarity with both. But number two, being right to focus on being multi-cloud, that was a big change for me too. Number three is the 100 Days of Cloud Challenge is life changing. So the day after Independence Day, July 5th, 2020, I decided to participate in the 100 Days of Cloud Challenge. We were in the middle of the pandemic. I was like, I'll commit to 100 days or something, and the time had passed anyway. I'm very happy that I participated in it because during my first cycle, I received my Azure Fundamentals and my Oracle cloud certificates. It really helped me commit and dedicate towards doing something for 100 days, and it kept my mind focused on something outside of the pandemic. Number four is I was right to keep going beyond 100 days. A lot of times people do the 100 days and then they stop. But seeing where I'm at and the fact I crossed the day 300 threshold May 1st, 2021, it just magnified the importance of how to keep going. So in the second cycle, I completed my Azure Data Fundamentals, and I also completed my Azure Artificial Intelligence Fundamentals, but also keep going was important about tenacity and perseverance because at the start of this cycle, which was cycle number 3, I just completed, I had a family emergency and that wiped away like 60 to 75 days of my studying because I had to take care of a relative. However, I managed to end my third 100-day cycle by passing my Microsoft Securities Fundamental Beta exam. I took it while I was in beta. And also, I passed my Azure Administrator Associate. And the AZ 104, which is the admin administrator, the floodgates literally opened after receiving it because now I'm a cloud administrator. But a lot of the cloud jobs and opportunities to qualify is based on that certification. That's like the AWS Solutions Architect Associate. That's one of the most popular AWS certs. But for me, all of a sudden now I was in demand. And had I just stopped at day 100, I wouldn't have been any closer to that. Also, it magnified the importance of me being self sufficient and finding ways to finance it. Because, as I mentioned earlier in this video, my Ohio Means Jobs was only for Amazon Web Services, it wasn't for Microsoft Azure or Oracle. But through the Microsoft Ignite Cloud Skills Challenge and the monthly Cloud Skills Challenge, I was able to receive free exam vouchers, which I did use so that I could sit for free for my exams for Azure Data Fundamentals, Azure AI, the Azure Administrative Associate, and the Microsoft Security Fundamentals. And receiving those certs plus getting my hands dirty through Microsoft Learn in the sandboxes really gave me the skill set necessary to embark on a cloud career. And then number 5 is seeing around corners. I think right now I'm gonna start getting prepared more for artificial intelligence, Microsoft Learning, and DevOps. So I have the math background for artificial intelligence. I have calculus 1 through 3 and linear algebra. I also have the Azure AI fundamentals. I'm very happy that I'm in the process of being selected for a beta course examiner for a exam prep course. And I already have the IDLE for, which is IT infrastructure library, which is IT service management, and for DevOps because I have create, deliver, and support. I do see the trend of project managers using Azure DevOps as a project management tool, similar to MS Project or Slack or Jira. And I want to be able to learn more about that since I already am Microsoft Azure Cloud certified, just to go over there and also seeing how huge and how right I was to select cloud before everyone got in on it. Just being able to use my background and pivot towards those 3 things will really help me. So those were the 5 lessons learned that I learned from my 1 year, just 1 year of Amazon Web Services, a certified cloud practitioner. I would honestly say a year ago, May 5th, 2020, I did not anticipate being this certified, having this level of skill, and being in demand, but I am. I also would like to thank Ohio Means Jobs, Cuyahoga County, for all of their support in providing me with the training necessary to be 2-time Amazon Web Service certified, and the support and the understanding of my being multi-cloud, even though they didn't know what that was at the time. And if you or your company needs help in managing their Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, or Oracle Cloud infrastructure, get in touch with me at carlarjenkins.com/contact. So thanks for watching all live and replay viewers, and I'll see you at carlarjenkins.com. Goodbye.